Hello and welcome to a rather special episode of the Daft Detectorist. It'll be either episode 63 or episode 62A. It might get incorporated in the next video. The reason it's so special today is you may notice on my left here a lack of a certain individual, i.e. the Daft Detectorist himself. He's got himself an acting job. I'll let him tell you all about that, as it's quite embarrassing for him as well, but great job for him. I'm delighted. In the meantime, I'm coming out today. The sun is shining, as you can probably tell. I've had a haircut, as you can definitely tell. And Daft Detectorist said, get out there, see what you find on your own. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So let's go, see if we can find some treasures. Well, we're on site and I'm about to start for the day, minus the Daft Detectorist. A couple of other changes today. Number one, the sun is shining. Number two, I have the rain cover off my Garrett screen for, I think, the first time, possibly the second time ever. And number three, definitely for the first time, I'm going to try the headset, because when there's no DD here, there's no one to shout at. So I'll have a listen on these. Never tried these before, so we'll see what happens. Off we go. Well, hats off to the Garrett, because there we have what must be the smallest button I've ever found. Let me try and zoom you in a bit and see if you can see it. See if I can see it. There we are. I can't actually tell if that's in focus, so I hope it is. But yeah, there we go. So that's tiny little button, and it was picking it up as good signal, so I'm delighted with that. Just about I don't know, 10 paces or less from the world's smallest button. Got another cracking signal, 84, 85, 86, 87. Nice crisp sharp, and it's all the way around. And it's showing 10 centimetres, so this has definitely got coin possibility. Oh, maybe not. Although I have to say this ground is very mineralised. I'm getting big readings on the pinpointer the moment I touch the ground, so I'm not necessarily sure that the pinpointer on the Garrett will be any more accurate. Oh, hang on. What's that? What's that? Something sticking out the ground there that looks decidedly unlike a coin. Hang on, I'm just going to put me headphone cable in my pocket. And I don't think I need my my pinpointer for this one, but let's have a look in case I've got it wrong. There we go. That is the beast. Yeah. Now, what that is, I suspect it's something fairly modern, snapped off. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe could be the base of some small receptacle of some kind, or it could be a stand for a wee candle or something. Well, whatever it is, it's something, and it's not bad after literally 3 signals and digging 2 of them. Might be some writing on that actually, but there is. I think there's a V something there. So yeah, I'm sure there is. Possibly VI. So we shall have a look at that a little later and let you know if there's anything exciting. But that's a pretty good start to this field. Well, a couple of false starts. Big lump of iron, wee bit of lead. Not much in the last 20 minutes, but a lovely clear mid-80 signal at my horrible depth of 15. Might be just a bit on the big side. Yeah, I think we're probably looking at something like, I don't know, piece of lead. Don't think it's iron though. So let's see what. Well, it's showing 84 at 10 centimetres now, so that's a definite improvement, and it's a nice clear signal, so it might be something. Just because it's a bit bigger than a coin doesn't necessarily mean it's rubbish. Oh, hang on, I think we're out. Or else we've got another signal there. I did check that area. No, it looks like it. Okay. Well, if I manage to chuck it that far with the shovel, then it's not very big, which is good. Right. Right, sorry about that, I don't quite know what happened there. Phone decided it was time just to give it a wee rest, so there we go. Okay, so we're definitely got a signal here, and it does seem to be quite small, although that could be it. It is indeed. And it looks as though, I suspect, we've got one of the mini bullets, which was a sort of precursor to modern bullets, but post the musket ball. Unfortunately, I have, thanks to Daft Detectorist, he did find my wee brush and water bottle, so let's give it a wee brush. Let's see if we can zoom in a wee bit there. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Sorry, I think I've zoomed in just a wee bit much for vigorous brushing to be viewable. Yeah, might not be. It is, looks as if it's hollow there, which usually indicates that that's what it is, or at least they're not hollow but have a big indent. Although there is some markings just there, but that could be brought about by the contact with whatever object it hit, because clearly if it is a mini ball, it has been fired. Give it a wee scoosh, get some of that more ingrained mank off it, and I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Well, that's nice. This field is doing really well. I mean, so far it's been button, little base for a candle or a base for a small vessel of some kind, bit of lead, big lump of iron, which I didn't bother showing you, and this little mini ball here. Fantastic, fantastic. Well, I didn't film digging this because it was an odd signal, and I thought this is going to be deep because it said it was, but oh, do I see something small and round just there? No, I don't. I see something that probably was quite big and round, and I suspect utter junk. What a shame. So again, I didn't film this one because the signal was rather ropey, but when it came out, it's still showing deep signal, but it's lying, it is out. So I'm going to have a look at that and see. 8283. I've just come down by a wee river here. There's a pathway along it, and I'm just working that just now, so see what might come of it. So far, only hole I dug has been junk, but we'll see what this one brings. Well, it's here. Oh, okay. I'm glad I put my gloves on. Well, there's something there which looks rather... In fact, hang on. Right, sorry, the excitement is partly because my detector's beside me. That's what that is, and oddly enough, that looks like it could be the other part of the formerly circular item that I found just literally about 20 feet away. So, but it's not anything of interest, I'm afraid. I'm pretty sure. Oh, in fact, it just snapped in two. In fact, snapped in more than two. It's an old washer, in fact not that old. Next. Well, I haven't filmed one for about half an hour, maybe more, because there's been nothing to film really. It's been pretty dire. A few wee signals cropped up, but one turned out to be my first hot rock for a long time, and a couple of others were what, like this one I think it's going to be, yeah, a strip of something. Well, it's got some markings on it, which is intriguing. I think I've seen something like this before, but for the life of me I don't know if I found out what it was then, if I'm honest. But yeah, this is lead. Looks like a strip, but this side appears to be decorated, but it's not on the other. It's flat on the other, so it's flush. It's as if it goes against a wall or something, and this is a decoration. But well, do you know, it's a sign of life again, and it's been sorely missing for the past hour or so, so that's a good start. I do like finding wee things like that, a wee bridge. You think, I wonder how long that's been there. Really always interests me. It's I think probably a couple of 100 years, maybe more. It's a good indication that it's been travelling around this area, footpath, roadway, something like that. So fingers crossed we'll find something on that. Not really related to metal detecting, but still interesting. A stone and surrounded by wee seashells. So I'm assuming that a seabird of some kind has been capturing its lunch and then having a takeaway and bringing it here to enjoy. Well, this wasn't a very good signal to start with, but it's come out in a clod, so it's always worth filming a clod. As you know, look. Now, afraid that doesn't look like it's round enough for a coin. Oh, and saying that, what an imprint. My goodness. Just make sure there's nothing else there. Okay. Let's have a wee look. Wow. It's an octagon, is it? I think. You got 2, 4, 6, maybe hexagon. Well, it looks like a 50p, but it certainly isn't a 50p. 50p's are not that thin for one thing, but it's a hexagonal something. Ooh, it's a shiny hexagonal something, which makes me think it's probably, judging by the centre point, been a great big button of some kind, which is smashing. I'll try and give it a gentle clean and see if we can come up with any detail, but it's not looking promising, but that's good. I like that. It's obviously been, I suspect that's tin gilding, maybe silver perhaps, although I don't know if it would do the back of the button silver gilded instead of the front, but anyway, that's a good find. I'm pleased. Well, this might be the last dig of the day. Get a 84, well 70 odd to 84. And pinpoints are saying it's a very small target, so that's encouraging, but I have to say, did around the edge of this new field, oh hang on, is that a screw? Is that a nail? It's a nail, look at that. Yep, that's our boy. I'll just double check there's nothing else in the hole. But, as I was saying, I did around the edge of this field today rather than the field itself, and that's where I got some of those interesting finds. And just on the way back now, I thought I would just do one strip of the field, but I've been getting signals every few feet, and I haven't dug them because there have been all sorts of weird and wonderful signals. This was the first one that actually made sense, but clearly it's a nail. Well, the little hole that I didn't dig has delivered a coin. That's how I didn't film, rather. Of course I dug it. And there looks like some detail on there. I think it's a halfpenny. So I'll dry this up and come back to you, but I couldn't believe that. The signal was all over the place and it was right at the surface, and I thought it's another nail, so I thought I'll check that out. I didn't even dig it with the spade, I just got the knife in, gave a wee scrape out, and there it was. So stand by. Well, the sun has done a bunk, but I hope you can see there's enough light to see. What we have there is a Victoria halfpenny. It cleaned up quite nicely. You can see the young bun head facing to the left. I'm just trying to manoeuvre it around a wee bit in the light, hoping that you'll be able to see that. And on the back, it came up quite nicely. Britannia sitting there. And date on the bottom even looks quite promising, which is 1865. Either 1865 or 1866. You might be able to see better than I. But that's nice. I'm delighted with that. That's what 30 years almost into her reign, when she was probably still entitled to have the young head on the coin. Some of the later ones I've found in 1890 still have the young head. She's being a little bit optimistic there. That's great though. That's fantastic. First of all, it's first coin for a long time, or first good coin for a long time. And secondly, this permission that we just got recently has been delivering a reasonable amount of Victoria, so that's encouraging for what else might be here. Yay! Delighted with that. Hello and welcome to another episode, or possibly sub-episode, of the Daft Detectorist. If it's an episode, it should be episode 64, I think. And if it's a sub-episode, it'll be 62B. As you can see today, we've no Daft Detectorist, once again. But we have a definite upgrade today, in as much as we have a friend of the channel, Dougie, has joined us.
Hi there.
And here we go, if I can get you in frame without giving you a
Hi
cuddle.
there.
There you go, that's it, it's good stuff. So Dougie's joined us on the permission today to hopefully bring us some good luck, find some decent stuff, yep.
Fingers crossed.
And make the Daft Detectorist green with envy. So we'll keep you posted on how it goes.
I take one day off and I've been replaced. Go and find me that gold, boys. Go and find that gold. I'm on 75% of it.
Well, I'm hoping that Dougie has brought a bit of luck with him, because not in the field a couple of minutes and a nice 80 odd. Of course it's at 15 centimetres, which, as you know, is my hated depth, but it's sounding pretty decent, so let's have a go. First dig of the day, Dougie. It's a decent signal. Digging around this area is a bit of a pain, but here we are. Right, let's see what we have. Oh, we're out, and it's sounding good. It is coin territory. Kiss of death. We're right there. We're right there. Oh. Yeah. Well, it's a wee buckle. A wee bent buckle, it must be said, but that's a good start. Yeah. A wee buckle, Dougie. Yeah. There we are. Well, that's encouraging. Well, I said I was feeling optimistic, and I've had to dig a very big hole, pretty deep hole too, but I can see something green and round there, and I'm hoping you can too. Let's have a look. Oh my word. Well, let's just see what the detecting gods have favoured us with. Let me get into the light a wee bit so you can hopefully see this. Oh! The dreaded hole. Ah, well. It's obviously a medieval Roman washer of a tractor. Never mind. It was the right size, the right shape, just the wrong thing.
Oh, you getting all excited there, Eddie? Thought you had a coin or some kind of brooch. So you get with digging with me.
Another good signal showing mid-80s, and again it's all the way around, and a wee double banger, which is always exciting with the Garrett. So let's have a look and see what we have. It's mid-80s, and oh, hang on, what's that? No, it's a leaf, I think. Yep. New glasses, so things are looking a little different in the world today than they normally do. However, we are out, so it may have been that thing I saw. I'll try and get into a position where you can see. I'm not blocking the light, of which there is plenty today. What's that? Oh, let's turn on the pinpointer first. Good. Well, we've definitely got something in the clod here. Oh, there we go. And what is that? Today's episode of the Daft Detectorist is brought to you by the letter L. And I'm afraid it's just a little piece of what I suspect is aluminium. It is indeed. Oh well, junk. It does appear there is two targets. 85 on this one, and the other one, now that it's out, I think is iron, so we'll not get too excited about that, but let's have a look at this one. That's got to be right there, hasn't it? However, the fact it keeps moving back in the hole worries me. That is standard tin can nonsense. Every time you dig out where you think it is, it moves back. Well, that's a fabulous signal. By far the best signal of the day. So if this turns out to be junk, I will probably go in the huff. Let's have a look. It's got to be out, surely. Oh, come on. Yeah. Okay, continually moving back in the hole, which starts to make me think we're in tin can land. Only had one ring pull, I think, this year actually, so it could even be a ring pull. I think we're out. Finally. Oh, dear me. Right, that was dreadful. Sorry to put you through that trauma of having to watch that nonsense. However, let's hope it's worth it. Oh, goodness me. Oh, there we go. Oh, my word. Good grief. Is that the same buckle that I found earlier and it's just fallen out my fines pouch? Let's have a look. It wouldn't be the first time. Daft Detectorist found a button that I had lost. Do you know what? It might be. how the hell is that possible? Is a zip tag closed? That's nuts. Okay, momentary pause while I work out what's going on.
I'm the daft one. It's the same buckle.
Okay, I've solved one mystery. I still don't know how that buckle got down there. I had a zipped, closed fines pouch. However, it was a good omen because I had another look in the hole, and look at this. It looks to me to be a lovely wee bag seal. And I've only found ever 2 or 3 of these. Daft Detectorist seems to come up with them fairly regularly, but I don't. There we are. Now again, I apologise about the lighting here. It's very difficult for me to spot what's in focus because the sun is so brilliant, but tell you what, I'm going to take this in a different position and see if I can find the zoom. There we go. Right, there you go. Isn't that nice? Should be able to get something off that. There is certainly writing or lettering around the side of it, so I just can't see in this light because it's just too bright at the moment. But look at that. Could be Russian. There's some, it looks like maybe Cyrillic, but that could just be, oh sorry. Oh, I need to work the camera better. But there we are. Lovely wee lead bag seal. Over the moon. Delighted with that. Find few and far between. So we'll figure that one out and let you know what it is once I've got it cleaned up.
Alright, I'll give you that one. Nice wee bag seal. But it's no gold, is it, lads? It's no gold. Come on, come on, come on.
Well, our guest, Dougie, is doing a fair bit of digging over there. I think I've seen him dig quite a number of holes, so fingers crossed he's finding something good. Not too good. Some days are just really annoying, and today was one of those days. Not because of the lack of the Daft Detectorist, although I miss him, and not because we had a guest today, Dougie, which was great and lovely to meet him, and we had a great time out there. But it's when you appear to have a problem with your equipment, as it were. And the case in point is my wee friend, the buckle, which from an earlier video today you might have noticed I found twice. Couldn't figure out what was going on. It looks like I've got a hole in my fines pouch, because the only decent find of the day, my little lead seal, is gone. It's back in the field somewhere. Hopefully I'll find it again someday. There we are. And of course the frustration of that turning out to be that was equally annoying. So that's it for the day. The buckle was the only thing that I've managed to keep, despite losing it once and finding it without even knowing it. And my wee lead seal, which was lovely, and I hope earlier on in the video you can actually see that wee lead seal, but there we are, maybe not. It's a lesson learned. I'll need to figure out what's going on with the fines pouch. So anyway, beautiful day, enjoyable company. And thanks for watching again. Hopefully on the next video we'll have Jerry back from his travels, and we've cleared out a good bit of rubbish today from the field, so what's left will be hopefully worth finding, including my wee bag seal. So please subscribe, like and subscribe. As you know, that really helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching again, and we'll see you soon on the next episode of the Daft Detectorist. Bye now.
Don't worry, Eddie, I found your bag seal. Here you go, mate.
There's a slight addendum to the last video. I came out, I was quite upset about losing my wee bag seal, so I came out to the car again, had a good check through my fines bag, and lo and behold, there is the offending item. And it was there all the time. So I'm absolutely delighted, and it's a cracking wee bag seal. It says on this side, extra superfine flour, and on the other side, which unfortunately I've probably chipped with the spade, or certainly something has, but it looks like it's Muirhead and Son, which was a producer of Miller around this area. So I'm delighted, absolutely over the moon with that little find. It's a cracking little bag seal and lots of detail on it, and I'm absolutely thrilled that I found it. So there we go, fabulous.
Good job, lads. I missed being out there. I'm dying to get back out of you. Thanks for clearing all the junk for the field. Thanks for everyone that's watching. Sorry I couldn't be there, but we will see you all next time on the next episode of the Daft Detectorist.